Hey guys, I'm going to play some SimCity closed beta today, and what I'm going to try and do with this video is show some of the things they've added from SimCity 4, some of the things they've taken away from SimCity 4, some of the good points, some of the bad points, and some of the really bad points. I played SimCity 4 quite avidly, as well as its Rush Hour expansion pack. Yeah, so let's get going.
My body is ready.
So one of the bad things right off the bat about this game is that you constantly have to be online to play it. To be quite frank, this is infuriating, as a couple of times the servers have been down for no apparent reason, and it's basically just booted me straight off the game, even though I can't see why you have to be online. I've been scratching my head for a couple of days now, and just trying to think why I have to be online, and I honestly can't see any other reason than just for EA to see what you're up to. That's the only way I can think of. But one of the good points, try and be neutral, is that they've overhauled the graphics massively from SimCity 4, and well, they should have really, because it's about 10 years old. SimCity 4, I think, 2004 came out, 9 years old. One of the first things you want to do when you start off the city or island in SimCity 4 is you want to build your infrastructure right. So you want a big avenue for cars to get down when they first enter the city. If not, during the late game, it's definitely going to get backed up and it's going to be an absolute mess. So that's that going to do. And then the next thing you're going to need is houses. Houses don't need so much infrastructure, so you could probably get away with maybe a medium avenue off like this, but then have a road going up here. So we'll have our residential area around here. A new feature they've added is the curvy roads, which, you know, it's fun. Gotta admit that. You know, you can make some quite interesting patterns. Another new thing they've done, they've got rid of the whole low, medium, high density residential areas. It's now just you plonk these down like voila, and then people will move in from. Let's get over there, right? So we'll slow this down a bit so you guys can see. So what will happen? Construction trucks will come. You know, no magically appearing buildings, and they'll start building. Once they've built, people will move in, and once they moved in, you'll start getting income. Not as much as commercial, industrial, but a little bit. The way you rank up your houses in this game is you have to sort of increase the land value, and I'll show you how to do that in just in a little while. So we'll put our industrial probably down here, a nice big avenue there. Industrial's the highest income, but it also causes quite a bit of pollution as well. So you wanna try and find the right balance between industrial, commercial, and residential. Industrial gives places for your Sims to work, so that will bring more Sims in, and it brings in the most money. But probably commercial is the way to go. The only problem with commercial, the only limitations really are Sims have to work there, so you have to have enough Sims for your commercial. Otherwise, yeah, not enough freight customers, as this guy's saying. Industry ships freight to commercial buildings, the trade depot. Blah, blah, blah. So you basically need commercial for industry, and you need residents for commercial. If that made sense. I don't think it did, but whatever. So I'm going to put down some commercial along here. Unemployment crisis. Yeah, they'll say that. Ignore this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. What's going to happen soon, though, in any second now, is we're going to probably have a power crisis as soon as these Sims move in. So what I'm going to do, power doesn't really require that many Sims, so I'm just going to whack it down here a bit, and we'll start off with just your basic wind farm. Another thing they've sort of removed from SimCity is power cable. I don't think they're in here. No, they're not. In SimCity 4, you actually had to sort of connect the power to the areas via power railings. What are they called? What are they? Power wires. We'll call them power wires. But that's been thrown out now. Instead, you've just got these for some reason, and the power can travel along roads, which I'm not I'm not a huge fan of, as this sort of takes away from a bit of the immersion, in my honest opinion. But you know, I don't know why they've done it, but you know, for new players, it's probably going to make a lot more sense. You know, if it's connected to a road and your residence connected to your road, you'll have power. Another thing, power doesn't actually instantly come on now. As you can see, it's now hiring. And this will hire Sims from the residential area to come here. I might not have enough residential Sims at the moment, so I'm just going to build a few more. Actually, no, I've got plenty. I'll whack a few more down. Just like that. Industry's coming along nicely, commercial's coming along nicely. Next thing we're probably going to need is water. Again, you don't need to put this anywhere special. You don't need pipes have been removed, so you can just plonk that down anywhere. And if we get a look at the water data layer, as you can see, water's being pumped out. It'll go along the roads. Just speed this up for you. It'll go along the roads to wherever it's needed. So it'll go up here, take a left. There we go, and then it'll go into these Sims homes like that. And that's how you keep them happy. To close data layer, just click close. Close. There we go. What's been approved? Right, the mayor's house. The town hall's sort of crucial to the game, really. It adds, helps you. There's an advisor and stuff. It also allows access to different tax rates via the use of an add-on. They can also give out missions such as like sort of Anno style missions, like where it'll go. You need 100 residents in parks within a certain amount of time, and that will give you a reward of some kind. So it's very much like Anno in that regard. For government, I'm just gonna. I don't like whack him down there. And as you can see, they're now hiring as well. Hopefully, what you can do actually. Congratulations, man, on your hard work. Now you built it over time. Give it a name. Because I'm a vain bastard. Let's go with Johnville. So it's a good name. Oh, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, what you can do to cheat right off the bat is you can actually build houses around, and this will raise the land value. Another way you can add a land value is fire stations, health, police, education, anything like that. Pretty much anything will raise the land value. This will take away from land value as well as this. So you want to keep it like a firm divide between industry, commercial and residential. What will probably happen in a bit as well is they'll probably start asking for sewage. You know, it's not very nice to be in your own filth. But I haven't got much money at the moment, so I'm not going to do that right off. Yeah, that's probably all I've got to say for a bit. I'll speed up time. Just wait for a few things to happen. Try and expand my residential a bit, actually. Let's do that. What arced roads, square roads, perfect square, straight roads. We like straight roads. And what we'll do, we'll put a medium avenue connecting this to this. And then what we can do here is just whack a few houses down like this. As I said in the beginning, it's important to get your infrastructure down right. I'm just sort of speeding it up for the purpose of the video, but you want it very clear where traffic's going to do. You want as many routes to things as possible, because trust me, once you get to late game, especially in SimCity 4, like cars will crash and it just gets unbearable. Another thing they changed, residential doesn't cost money anymore to put down, so just go nuts as long as you have the sort of resources and infrastructure to support it. That was one big thing in SimCity 4, is just you couldn't expand your city as fast as you can here, just because of the sheer, you needed money, and it costs a lot of money to build sort of an area this size. Costs quite a bit of money. We'll whack a few more residential down. I'm going to leave this bit open for a school though, just to raise the land value around here. So what I want to do, if I know I'm going to put a school down, I want to try and get this area as densely populated as possible, just to raise the land value. What this will do is just that it will, as you go out, the houses sort of not get promoted, but upgrade themselves. They'll go from sort of these trailer style buildings, 1 bedroom, up to medium, and then up to high. And what high does, they have they have more. You get more tax from them, but they'll be more demanding on your resources. So, like, say if there's not enough water or not enough sewage, there'll be bigger consequences than say these guys who don't really care. To be honest. Petition to build mayor's house. I've already built a mayor's house, haven't I? Oh, not in baiting, not in beta, whatever. These guys are pretty happy. Everyone's pretty happy. We've got enough residential down. Let's put some more down. Oh, there's the moving trucks. If you didn't see them before, let's have a little look. You know, this is I really like this. You know, you can see the people bustle. There's a much more higher bustle factor than there was in SimCity 4. So people just sort of appeared, and cars would actually just sort of get to the end of the road and then just disappear. Whereas here, like, there's actually, it's called, I think it's called Glass Box, and they've actually, all the cars are simulated. You know, all the routes, all the power and stuff. It all works together to make a really good city model. As you can see, we're getting quite a bit of money now. What we want to try and do, zone residential to get more workers. Okay. So what this guy's saying is basically we've got too many jobs, not enough. Too many chieftains, not enough Indians. That's what he's saying. So we're going to smack as many of these down as we can. We're also going to get a bit more industrial. And also commercial looks like it's maxed out. So this is going to be a commercial sector. So we'll whack this down. And this is why it's important to get your avenue right in, because also when they're building stuff, they come down this main road here. Yeah. So obviously, if you don't have the infrastructure, they're not going to be able to build it as quick, and you know, and if you're in dire straits, it's important to get the buildings up as quick as possible. This road's a bit of a problem because people are sort of coming around and then coming back to this junction, so we're going to do something about that. It's not a good idea to have these roads linked up to high. You sort of want a nice transition. You don't want to go from a dirt road straight to that, otherwise it's going to be problems. So what I think we'll do, we'll put a medium density street. We'll put it sort of alongside. Actually, it's going to cost quite a bit. Yeah, this will work. We'll link this up to here. And now we've got a nice little sort of loop they can go through. Another nice feature they've added in this game is also to see residential demand and commercial demand. They've just sort of decluttered a lot of things. Whereas before you had to look through each individual advisor, sort of click on them, see how they're doing. Now it's just, if I want to look at finance, I just click this and it all comes up. You know, here's what's going out. Here's what's coming in. Raise taxes. Gambling house. A couple of the videos they've shown include this, but it's not in the beta, unfortunately. I still don't think it is. Almost 100% it's not. Right, so the school. Schools are quite expensive in this game. 16 grand, yeah. What you probably want to do too is just get this above 1,000 before you put one in. Yeah, so we'll wait for that. Put it on cheetah speed, I think it's called. Turtle, llama, cheetah. It's one of the problems with this beta at the moment, because it's only an hour, you can't really build up the resources to build anything huge. I'm just going to try and show you some of the key features. Probably try and build a clinic as well as a school. I might also do another video where I show the police station and fire station and different sort of services. Yeah, so that's above 1,000 now, so let's put our school down. Yeah, so as you can see, the blue lines are sort of, not really sure what the blue lines do. I think that's sort of the area. Actually, I have not a clue what the blue lines are. If anyone can fill me in, let me know in the comments. So I'm just going to whack it down here. Parents plead with Mayor John to support educating research attached to. Yeah, unfortunately, universities are not in the beta either. Yeah, so you can plead all you want. It's not coming.